I wanted to jump on here really quick. I was talking with or texting with somebody this morning on Facebook, and they're studying ancient gods and so forth, and they brought up the fact that it's not black magic or voodoo. Well, first of all, voodoo is a religion in and of itself, and they sacrifice animals to their gods. So, of course, I would never be a part of that. I can't practice that for that reason. Hoodoo, on the other hand, is a combination of Catholicism and witchcraft. Um, and I tried that, but I don't really follow that tradition fully. I use parts of it, but you use the Bible and magic together, and I'm kind of burnt out on the Bible, no offense. But as I said before, um, I was talking about practices of magic. I spent about 25 plus years as a Christian. My husband and I, our dating consisted of me helping him to memorize scripture. So I just don't really feel comfortable doing that. Not that I think that what I'm doing is bad. I don't feel comfortable. I'm burnt out on the Bible. Um, I live here in the South. Baptists are very popular, which is just another umbrella under Christianity. And up in the Appalachians, they mix Christianity and Bible usage with their magic practices, and they're usually called cunning folk. But getting back to what she was saying, first of all, I'm not fond of boxes, white, black, gray, whatever. And the only reason why I use that is just so people can kind of get an idea of where I'm coming from. But honestly, I've never seen so much misinformation and fear within the pagan community itself. Black magic to me, at least amongst those that I know for the most part, do two things. One, they work with what I like to call ancient gods rather than demons or fallen angels. They do that, and they generally don't have a problem with hexing or cursing people. And I know that varies from black magician to black magician or practitioner, just like anything else. I explained on the other video how I feel about that. I do more of a return to sender, karmic type thing, is what I personally feel comfortable with. But there's nothing scary or evil if you want to call yourself a black magician, whatever you want to call yourself, call yourself. I don't care. I'm just not a fan of labels other than, like I said, to just help somebody else get an idea of what I practice. But even then, it's all so different. But people are so afraid. Don't be afraid to learn. I mean, read up on voodoo, hoodoo, um, I don't know, Norse religions, Wicca, angels, whatever. I mean, it's your practice. And I can't believe I have to keep repeating that it's your practice. We are not Christians. We don't proselytize. It just shows me how ingrained that way of thinking is. That we've been fed and told what to do for so long, whether we were deep within the church like I was or not. We're not used to thinking for ourselves spiritually. Um, I'm never trying to push anything on anybody. I'm just trying to explain because there's so much misinformation and confusion out there, even amongst other pagans, and that, I don't know, it still surprises me. I guess it shouldn't, but it does. But there is nothing evil about, if you want to call yourself, or if you are a black magician, some people would say that I am because I work with Lucifer, Belial, Lilith, um, just to name a few. And that's fine. You can think of me whatever you want. I don't care. Um, but the good and the bad, the evil, the not evil, sinful, not sinful, scary, not scary. To me, all that is all Christian indoctrination and really doesn't have any place in paganism. Paganism, to me, is about being open to learn, even if you don't want to follow a specific path. Um, you can use, like, I don't follow hoodoo exactly, but I learned a lot from it. And, I like the way that they do petitions. I stick with that still. The use of flowers and herbs, although that's used very much in Italian witchcraft, it's also a hoodoo practice. The practice of leaving offerings is not only with hoodoo, of course, but with any magical practice, you should leave some sort of offerings, whatever might be right for whoever you're working with, and don't forget to thank them. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up, that we really need to let go of fear, because if we're practicing in fear, no matter what practice we have, we're not going to see the results in magic that we need to. We need to really have trust that what we're asking for is going to come about. And again, there's a difference. There's theistic practitioners, and, well, obviously, if you're not, the theistic practitioners believe that the entities, deities, gods, goddesses, so forth, are individual, that they are real. They're not just coming from our imagination. They have their distinct and separate personalities, which to me, the so-called fallen angels, demons, what I said I like to refer to as ancient gods, because that's what they are. They've been demonized and were demonized. A lot come from the Middle East, and are still worshipped today, just not quite as openly because of prosecution, severe prosecution, death in some cases still. But they were demonized in order to promote the Catholic Church and the Christian Church. So there's nothing evil or scary about them. I lost my train of thought of where I was going with that. I have to go fast. I'm hoping to get this phone fixed soon. So I'm trying to talk fast, and I just have so much going through my head, and so many things that people say that I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'm tired of hearing them demonized, so to speak. My point is that the ones that are so-called demons, fallen angels, that sort of thing, if you believe the Bible, Lucifer was kicked out of heaven for not doing anything other than wanting to spread knowledge on the earth. And I think I mentioned this before in my other video about practices of magic. That's what they're all accused of. They're basically all wanting to share gnosis, knowledge, with humankind. They're a part of the earth. They are in the spiritual and material realm. Theistic belief is that that's what you believe. You believe that they are real, separate beings, human-like. That was what I was trying to get across. And so they can, yes, they have a darker side, but they have a lighter side too. I mean, they're like us. So to me, it's all in the intent of the practitioner, not the belief system itself. And that's really important. That's really what I want to get across. It's all about your intent. If you think I'm a black witch because I work with certain deities, fine, I don't care, whatever. If you're an atheist, then you probably are not doing this. The Satanic Church, I don't have time to get into this, but they use the symbol of Baphomet. They're a political, I mean, they do a lot of good work for free speech, but fun fact, the pastor who married my husband and I is actually a pretty high up leader in the Satanic Church. But they use the name Satan and church both kind of just to get people's attention. They are mainly atheists. Now, there are spiritual Satanists, and the spiritual Satanists think about Satan as, like I said, being a spirit with his own energy. And I guess I'm going to have to leave it at that. I'm getting too far along in my, but I guess that'll be maybe another topic, or I'd like to have somebody on actually and see if when I get this phone working, I would like to talk to a couple of people about their practices. That would be really cool. But there's the theists, the atheists, and then I like to call the I don't knowists. And I have fallen into that category at times. There's times where I struggle with belief system. Are they really real? Are they really out there? Or is it just my imagination? But I've had enough experiences and I do feel their presence and a sense of energy. And a picture comes to mind of what they look like, which is nothing like the scary pictures, even within like the demon tarot deck that I have. They don't look like that to me at all. But anyway, I hope I didn't make things more confusing. I have to talk quickly because I don't have much time with this phone. So I hope I maybe have cleared things up a little bit. That's what I'm trying to do. So have a great one. Peace.